It is time once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lunatics of all ages. Welcome, my friends, to another Maniac Monday. Here we are. We should be live now. Checking in on the chats, seeing who's here, and ready to get this show on the roll. So, here we go. So what's going on? What's up? What's new, everybody? So here's what we got going on tonight. I'm pumped to be hanging with you all tonight, and I got some awesome topics on deck. I want to hear from you too, so don't forget to get into the comments. And if you don't get into the comments today while it's live, don't forget to comment after the fact. I always check back on my video comments and see what's up and try to respond. And if I don't respond right in them, watch future videos because I will always respond eventually to anything worth responding to, which means if you got questions, that's definitely going to get a response. If you got certain comments, I love talking back to the people that giving their time and energy to hang out with us here. So don't forget to hit that like button, drop your comments, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the madness with me. That's right, Alex the Maniac. I got the camera in a new position today. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm trying. We'll see. First off, I want to shout out to all you amazing supporters who've been sticking with me on this wild journey, whether you're new or have been riding with me since day one, and that's a long time ago. Your energy keeps me going. Special shout out to everyone who watched the last episode and who continue to watch in the future. I thank you all, and I encourage you to continue joining us. So let's talk about something I'm super excited about, the 50 video challenge. Okay, this is something new that we're trying out here. We're gonna see how it works, but we came up with this thing. Looked up online, found 50 YouTube video topics, and I had this idea of let's see if I can knock off one video for every single thing on it. On top of that, we got Eddie doing the same, and we're going to see if we can do it on the Broken Rose Entertainment page as well to see, who finishes first, and if we can do it as a pair, how quickly we can do it as a team with all the members of anybody involved with the Broken Rose Entertainment brand, which we're trying to add more to. So if you're interested in being part of the team, let us know over at send us an email at staff@brokenrose.com. So I've got a list of YouTube video ideas, right? And I'm on a mission to turn every single one of those into a reality. Whether it's stunts, paranormal, food reviews, fun daily life moments, and I've got a whole bunch of other videos planned up. And some of that isn't part of the actual 50 video challenge, but it's part of what's planned up for content to come. I've got so many things coming your way, and I'm so excited about it. It's gonna be wild. So some of these ideas are crazier than others, and honestly, I'm not sure how I'm going to pull off a few of them. But hey, that's part of the fun, right? So let's definitely dive into that. I'm going to need your support through this challenge, so make sure you're subscribed and keeping up with all the uploads. Drop your favorite video ideas in the chat. What kind of content do you want to see next? Because I've got some space left for fan suggestions too. So let's make this an interactive journey. I love interacting, so let's do it. I'm gonna check over here on the chat, see if anything's going on. Yeah, nothing on the chat live. We have days where the chat is lively when it's live, and then days that it's not, and I get the feedback afterwards. And I got some of you that I guess are a little shy because you'll private message me about what you thought about this, that, and the other thing. But you don't actually jump into the comments or the chat. And that's okay, Some people are a little shyer, and that's okay. I understand. But if I see anything pop up during the show, I will definitely talk about it. Yeah. So let's see. So next up, I wanna get into something, and we're running a half-hour show. Where are we at now? This little counter telling me how far along we are. I don't see. Oh, there it is. We're only 5 minutes in. We got time. We're doing just fine. Staying on schedule. So let's get into something that's on everyone's mind, right? Or maybe not everyone's, but on a lot of people's mind, right? Cheyenne Ash page is here with us today. Thank you for joining in. I've been checking out you guys' page, and I love the mental health talk, guys. Love that. I mean, more people need to talk about mental health and things like that. And I'm going to be having some videos coming up, and I'm looking for more guests. So if anybody's interested in being guests on a live stream, definitely tune in on that and let me know. So let's talk dating in 2024, okay? It's wild out here, right? So I haven't been dating in a bit. I haven't been dating for a bit now. But there's so much to navigate, right? I mean, there's dating apps, figuring out what people actually want. The whole dating scene feels like a maze sometimes. And I've had my own ups and downs. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about what dating looks like in the world today. So with technology making everything so fast-paced, it feels like finding genuine connection is tougher than ever. I mean, are you guys feeling that? There's so much pressure to have everything figured out, but I think it's more important to focus on real connections over instant ones, you know? Feel free to hit me with your thoughts on that and what your experiences have been, and share those in the chat and the comments as well. Because I'm curious of what's going on and how people are navigating this new age world of dating, and I guess for me, I don't know if dating is the current thing for me, or if it's figuring out where my next step goes. And I'm not saying never dating again, obviously, but I think right now I'm in the figuring out stages of what comes next, and I'll keep it at that and not get too into what my thoughts are on that. But I mean, like, let's talk about it though, because it's like back in the day, before all the internet and the technology and all that, you had to make real in-life personal connections to get into the dating scene and all that. And I think it's changed a little bit now. A lot of people are meeting online, and I'm curious, how is that working out for people? I've tried some dating sites, I've tried some dating apps, and I wonder how much of the people on those things are actually real and how much of that is scams and fake accounts and all that. And have you had any luck? Are you interested in having any luck on that? And is there still real world dating? Like, is it meeting in a club? Is it meeting in at a concert? Because I've had some cool encounters, and not just in a dating realm, but meeting people, like just meeting friends and stuff, just in general. Let's not even talk just about dating, but meeting new people in general. It seems to have it's changed, in my opinion. I've got some work friends, but meeting new people just to hang out with and to be cool with seems to be a little bit more, I don't know, different nowadays. Because in the wrestling business and stuff, which a lot of you already know, I was in the wrestling business. I made a lot of friends that way and had those situations. So this is new. I can actually post what's going on over here. This is interesting, so that everybody can see the comments and not just me. You know, people like to catch feelings quickly, but personally I think that love or even having a crush takes time, starts with friendship first, but not a lot of people think like that now. That's absolutely true. I absolutely agree with you. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just jump to things, and everything's so fast-paced that I think people are missing that initial stage, and I think that friendship stage has to come first, because I think it's so important to find out what you got in common and what you don't have in common with somebody. And I think sometimes what you don't have in common can actually make the relationship stronger, because you find differences and you can learn new perspectives by what your friend and then partners and whatnot have going on. And I think that's an interesting and cool thing to learn from and experience. So I think people jumping that whole stage of becoming friends first is missing a huge part of what dating really is and what it could be. So I think that's important. And this is my personal opinion. People can disagree, and I thank you for your comment on that. And I really think that's really, you know, a cool thing is to see different people's opinions on things and where they're coming from. And I think you need to get out there and just meet people first and foremost, whether it be on the internet. I guess chats have been a thing for a long time. Dating for popularity. That does seem to happen a lot, huh? And to see, you know, the social status that being with somebody, or not even because of their, I mean, that can be a thing. So I'm dating this person, and because they're cool or pretty or this, that, or the other thing, that makes me higher or whatever. That's one view that some people have, but just there's a status too, and just in being in a relationship. And it's almost like sometimes I think that it's an expected thing, like, oh, you have to be in a relationship to be successful, to say that your life's moving in the right spot. And that doesn't necessarily have to be true. You can be single and being successful and being fulfilled in life as well. So I think it's up to the individuals, but I think having connections is important. So maybe not always relationships, but relationships where it's friendships, making different friends, getting to know different people, getting to see their life experiences. That's important too. So it's important to not just shelter yourself away, and sometimes it's a fear, right? People are afraid of getting hurt or have been hurt, and they're afraid of reaching out and trying again, whether it be with friends or romantically. Let's see, what do we got? Eddie Monster joining us. Hey, Eddie Monster. Especially for someone who is still young and had their heart broken, truly broken for the first time. Yeah, I mean, it's true. That's what I was just talking about. When you had your heart broken, it can be tough. It can be tough to try and to put your heart out there again, to trust, to take that risk, because it is a risk. And thanks, guys. Thank you all for interacting, and I love this fact that we can throw the comments up on here now. That's pretty cool. I don't think that was an option before, and now that it is, that's something we're going to try and do more of. And I hope that the chats every week continue to grow and we get more interactive as the channel grows, because the channel is growing. And that's something that I'm going to step away from the dating. I want to come back to this dating and friendships and all that stuff in a second. But I'm going to take a quick moment, almost a commercial break for a second, if you don't mind, because I'd like to talk about something. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've talked about it for so long. There is all kinds of new merch available. You know about the Paranormal 7. We do paranormal investigations. We've got t-shirts for you. It can come in different colors. If you go check out the brokenrose.com, go ahead and hit the store page. It's up there on that top banner. You can get all the different merchandise we have. We have bumper stickers. These ones here come in different colors. You can get it in the turquoise or the red. We've got this Broken Rose one here that's got the QR code to our YouTube page, so somebody can just click with their phone and there they go, finding their way to the YouTube page. We got the same thing for the Paranormal 7 one with that barcode on there. I really like how that one came out. We've got t-shirts. I've got a t-shirt. Come on, it's got a front and a back. You know, so those longtime supporters of Alex the Maniac, go ahead and get your Maniac gear. Eddie Monster, he's already got one of these. Let's see what it looked like. That's right, he's got it already. He's checked it out. It came out perfect. I can't wait to see some more people with their merch. He's got other types of designs. Yeah, you get it in white, you get it in black. I think they both look pretty cool. I'm gonna do a Maniac version eventually, but you got a nice mag phone case, and it comes in different styles, everything from 15 to 14, all the different variations. You can get your custom one done. We got these mugs here from Eddie Monster, and these ones here with his 2 different main logos. They're only $10 plus shipping and handling. Got the sweater. We've got a whole bunch more stuff coming soon. If you guys can support us, this is going to go into whatever we make off of these sales as a profit is going to go right back into the company. We've got a bunch of video projects coming up. We've got some films that we plan on running very soon, and we could really use the help and the support. So we thank you all if you can help out. The link will. I feel this one. Hold on, let me hide that one. Yeah, it's too bad I'm broke. I know that feeling. Eddie Monster, we know that feeling, right? We work hard for our money, and it still just doesn't seem to stick around. We're working on that, though, and that's a thing. You know, you just kind of got to work and get there. For those of you who are also broke, like us, like our friend here, there are other ways you can help support too. Spread the word, pass our links around, let people know about us if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe and like to our pages. Yes, bills. Yes, some of those Eddie Monster stuff's out perfect for those, and October Nights, those sweaters too. Let's talk about some of these links that I'm talking about, because it would be great if you guys can subscribe to our pages. This is mine. This is where you should be seeing this now, unless you're seeing it on Facebook. I'm on YouTube at DWL Maniac. Main company page, Broken Rose Entertainment. The Paranormal 7, if you're into paranormal investigations and all things spooky, that's the place to go for that. My buddy Eddie Monster, co-star on many of the episodes of the things we do, like the Renegade Show. And if you haven't seen it yet, there's a brand new page on YouTube called Book of Terror. It's going to be all little horror stories, little shorts and long form. And also when we start filming some of the stuff from my book, 13 Tales of Terror, that's going to be going there as well. And we're looking for actors and actresses to get involved in that. So we would love for you guys to get involved in that. Yes, I saw that you graduated recently and you're in college. Yeah, we know that. Eddie Monster right now is in college. Just started Thursday. Congratulations to our buddy Eddie Monster going to college. And congratulations to you as well. You're going to be starting in spring. That's great. I got my degree, what was it, 2-3 years ago I got my degree, and I'm thinking about going back and doing some more classes. Not for really anything for to have a bigger degree or anything like that, but just for your own personal growth, you know what I mean? I want to do some stuff in studying in theater and film and things and music and things like that, just for my own growth, because I love growing and learning and continuing, and that's a big thing for me. I just think it's important. So I want to circle back though to about growing your social connections with people, whether it's in friend type relationships or romantic relationships. I think it's important to start with respect and openness and take those chances. Oh, you were thinking about theater as well? I think I did take one theater class. It was an introduction to theater, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. If you can get into a theater class, go for it. I think it's fun, and I found it to be really rewarding in the sense that it wasn't just like a straight up class, but I felt, at least with my teacher, they taught you a lot of exercises and stuff that I think could be taken outside of just acting, about relaxation and about getting your emotions and stuff together and things like that. And I found that really fun. Um, Social anxiety, I get that. I've talked about anxiety on my channel before. I have anxiety disorder, I have OCD, I have bipolar, I've got the whole alphabet soup of issues. Um, and I'm fidgety as well sometimes. I know that I've looked at your channel and you've got your what do you call it? Your um, I don't want to mispronounce what it's called, quasi, something like that. It's the little stick with the like the streamer type thing to it that you fidget with. And I think if you have something like that, I think that's great to. And the fidget spinners was a thing for yes, that. And I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna just throw it right up there for people. I think having something, and you do what you got to do, right? And don't let people tell you that what you do to cope with whatever is going on is weird or whatever, because it's you. And be you, be unique, and be yourself. And I think that's great. So we're looking at, what are we at, 20 minutes? All right, so let me just bring it all back around. Has anyone ever done one of those fast dating things? I always wondered about those. Like that you go to a club or a bar or whatever, and you sit down and you get like however whatever on a time limit to talk to somebody and meet them and then move to the next table. What is that like? I think that's speed dating. I think it's called speed dating. What is that like? Anybody ever done that? Because that sounds crazy to me, but I'm curious what that's like. I'd love to hear feedback on that. But there's so many different ways to meet people now, and unfortunately, the whole catfishing thing is a thing, right? And that's the thing. Not everybody's looking to be doing dating, and that's okay too. You have your friendships and your life goals, and that's fine. Not everybody has to be in a place of I've got to be dating. I don't know. You know. You do what makes you happy, and some people dating is what makes them happy, and for other people it's not. And I think you got to find your place and go with that. Too many people put expectations on other people because you like dating or you like a certain type of music or a type of food or doing this or doing that. It doesn't mean that everybody has to like it the same way or feel the same way. Not everybody's got to be the same religion. Not everybody's got to be the same like style. Like we don't all gonna be a rocker or a rapper or a pop or whatever. You don't gotta all fall into the same thing, because I think that would be boring if everybody was the same. We don't all gotta follow the same religion. We don't all have to follow the same sexuality and all those things. I think being unique and being yourself is important, and respecting other people for their uniqueness, I think, is important as well. And I think that's where everything's going to start with relationships and friendships, and like relationships in the workplace or relationships in just society. I mean, and when I say relationships, I don't mean just like dating relationships. I mean relationships, just family, friends, acquaintances. I mean, when you meet people, being able to find commonality is important, and being able to find respect for people, even when those people are different than yourself, that's hugely important. I think society came too heavily on let's hate each other for the differences, rather than looking at, okay, but we're all on the same planet, right? We're all breathing the same air, right? We're all striving to live through our lives as best we can. Why can't we appreciate that and respect each other on that level? I think that's important. And that's, I guess, where I will leave that, right after that. We're at 25 minutes. I think this has been a good show. It's flown by for me. I've had weeks where I'm feeling like I'm struggling. I'm getting into a point where I don't know, what do I do? And whoever keeps calling me and not leaving a voicemail, or I'm hanging up on you this time. I don't know you. Don't know your number. Leave me alone. It's like this. It's exactly the same. They say, why do you dress that way? Why do you dress that way? Why do you act that way? Why aren't you just like me? Oh my God. You know, that is the truth if I've ever heard. Okay, I'll tell a quick little story. I grew up in Central Falls, Rhode Island. Now, for those who aren't local, Central Falls is the smallest city in the smallest state. And at the time that I was growing up there, it was, and it may still be or may not be, it was very heavy in the rap scene. It's a melting pot of different nationalities and where everyone's from and whatnot. A lot of Spanish speaking, a lot of this, a lot of that. And being a white boy rocker at the time that I was there was not, I stood out. And I had people for a long time kind of like, okay, you're gonna grow out of this phase and you'll join the crowd. And I didn't, because it wasn't a phase, it's me. And I got to the point where people started to actually turn around and show me respect for that, because they said, you know what, through everything, no matter how much shit you were given, you were you. Well, who else was I supposed to be? Who else was I supposed to be? I'm Alex the Maniac. I'm going to continue to be me. Whether it's in, my time that I did in the wrestling business, playing music and singing, writing lyrics, writing books, entertainment has been my deal, and I'm a rocker through and through, and no apologies for it. I will continue to be me, and I want you all to continue to be you. I love you all from the very bottom of my black hole heart. I am Alex the Maniac, and I love you guys, and I thank you all for tuning in and joining in on the chat tonight. I thank everybody who watches this after the fact. I'd love to see your comments on your thoughts on everything we talked about, and I will be back next week. I am looking for people to join in, like I said before, on future topics, whether it's mental health. We're going to do some mental health talk. I've got somebody who's going to come in who does some motivation things. I want somebody else to come in the near future and talk about self-publishing and writing. So if you have any interest in being on an episode live, we do it Mondays, 7:30 p.m. Monday nights. That's Eastern time. We're here in Rhode Island, little old Rhodey. Y'all have a great week. Have a great night. And I thank you so much for being here. This is Maniac saying see you on the flip side.